What's up guys, my name's Timmy and welcome to Rimworld Aristocracy The Redemption. So you joined us after the last episode where we finished off our emergency power system for the fridge or freezer, and our colonists are making quick use of it by harvesting our latest crop. So we need to extend this, but I have noticed while I was scanning around that I forgot to put the door back in here, which right now means that my entire base is in sub-zero temperatures, so that's probably not a good thing, so I think I'm going to fix that straight away. Not only is it probably not the best thing for the colonists, it's also going to be caning my power supply. So let's also extend this so we can bring in our new harvest. Excellent. So right, today the plan is, I think, to start working on our hydroponics farm, which I would like to go in this area here. I'm going to keep this sort of corridor base idea going initially, or at least for the time being. Because although this is a reasonable area and it's producing food, and obviously I could always expand and get more, I like the idea of having a sort of secure food supply inside of the base. So I'm going to go with it. I think we can probably sort of get enough power. I could probably, if my hydroponics gets to a point where it's sustaining me, you know, I might sort of turn this whole area into just sort of solar panels and things like that. So, but let's get working straight away. Now, how big do we want to go? I still haven't quite decided how I want this. Part of me thinks I should just put sort of lamps in the middle and then just do two big long rows of it, because I think it'll look quite ordered and nice. But the more efficient way is to put sort of a lamp in the middle, and then that will project an area around it that it sort of works to. And then there is a pattern where you can fill the entire space with hydroponics. So, I don't know, we're going to let them start mining, and how are we going to do this? I don't want it to collapse, so we're going to need to put some support in. So, let's just do one side. We're going to go up to 8, because I think it's 9. It's 7. Let's just do 7. We'll do this, and that'll give them something to be cracking on with. So I'm going to put one there to remind me that that's sort of half, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so while we're there cracking on with that, I wanted to talk about something, because in my last series I talked about a couple of times about I love this game because, you know, it looks incredibly simple, but actually there's so much detail to it, and I kind of never got a chance to sort of come back and talk about what I mean by that. So one of the things I wanted to do today is we're going to pick a character, one of our originals. We'll go with Bea, because she's, you know, she doesn't get a lot of screen time. You know, Jack is always out there shooting people, and Ben's quite active. He does a lot of building and various things. So, but Bea kind of just works away in the background. So, now what I want to do is actually have a look through all of the different ways that you can actually look at a character. You know, all the different things you can do with characters, all the different information about the character, and sort of try and demonstrate what I mean by saying that this game is just so incredibly detailed. So when you consider this is a little green blob with a little pink face and a black few pixels for hair, let's see what we can do. So let's go back. And this is going to be kind of nice thing for me, because I've never really looked at all this. So first off, obviously each character can have a backstory. So female colonist, she's 36. And where do I click on character? So obviously I set these up at the beginning, and these sort of knock on. So you've got all of these different traits, and there are bloody loads of these. I mean, look at all the information that comes with it. So, you know, each of these different traits depends or decides a certain level of the character, or certain information about the character. So, because she was a galactic sightseer, she's got +2 shooting, melee, medicine, growing, and artistic. Growing as a sightseer. I suppose you might, yeah, maybe she's on like a working, travelling trip kind of thing. Obviously you got this is obviously a hugely, like, quite a long list of characters, but I mean in a sort of RPG where you're just one character, this would be a respectable length of skills, but in a game that's just sort of like a top down thing like this. And then you got the traits, which obviously also, you know, these are really interesting, because, you know, these not only are things that affect this person, but they affect the colony and other people, and they affect other people based on what their traits are. So, you know, you can have traits here which to some people are great and they love that kind of person because of them, and then you can have to other people they hate them because of it. So, you know, trying to balance all this, you know, when I was trying to figure out the traits at the beginning, how are they getting on up here? Yeah, they're making progress. Yeah, when I was trying to balance out the traits in the beginning, it was just like, you know, I just don't know how to make a sense of this massive web of different traits. So just in there, oh, what's this? Oh, that's just rename, I think. Yeah, so just in all of this, you know, there's already a huge amount of depth. Gear, obviously, like, they can have weapons, equipment, apparel, and, you know, clothing, stuff like that. And the level of detail with this, you know, there are like quite a few different, there aren't that many sort of different types of clothing, but there's a fair few, you know, a respectable number. But when you consider they can all be made of any different materials, and there are literally dozens of materials. What have we currently got? We've got tortoise, we've got squirrel, we've got human. We actually got some cloth. I mean, our first cloth harvest. Oh yes, it has. Can you finish this now? Yeah, nobody wants to work on that. We'll come back to that later. You know, and all of those can be combined to make each of the different kinds of clothing, and then the clothing has not only does it have, let me find an item of clothing, it has quality and kind of durability. So, you know, this is only a poor level at 36%. You know, it can go all the way up to sort of, I think is it excellent or pristine? Pristine 7 days to die. I'm getting confused with my games there, but you know, just a ridiculous level of detail just in the clothing. You know, and even like how the colonists wear. You know, the colonists will decide what they want to wear themselves. Why are you getting treated in bed and not the medical bed? Is this going to get worse? Is he going to like... I don't suppose we can get a new brain for him, can we? Oh, well, you know what, having said that, maybe you can in this game. But we'll come back to that. So, carry on, people. So, yeah, where we're at. So, yeah, the clothing, like, they will choose what clothing they want to wear, and you can make them wear clothing, but sometimes they get upset if you make them wear clothing, and it's just... That's a level of detail. I don't even think the developers know how that system works, because it just seems like they've created an AI almost, and it just sort of does it themselves. I don't know, maybe people out there do know, and I'm just being stupid, but yeah, just in the clothing they can wear is, you know, and obviously each item of clothing also has, you know, its stats in terms of what it does for a person. Yeah, you know, look at the info screens for these things. It's crazy. You know, deterioration, flammability, value, you know, hit points. So I guess that's when it gets destroyed. You know, work to make, and then obviously all of the like protection it gives of any. Just, yeah, a remarkable level of detail for a game that looks like, you know, like it's fairly simple. So what else have we got to look at? Needs. Now needs is a whole other kettle of fish. I mean, obviously you have these, again, you know, any sort of survival game that normally just has food, water, and maybe sleep, depending on what it is, you know, this rest, obviously you got the food, you got the sleep, joy, beauty. I mean, these people care about what their surroundings look like, you know. Even the moment they crash landed, you know, having seen God knows what hell on the spaceship, you know, maybe people dying around them, you know, the terrible and what I'm guessing would be a pretty terrifying trip through the atmosphere in a tiny little pod and crash landing into it. The moment they step out, they have an opinion on what the beauty around them is. I mean, this probably says something about the developers if they think that that's kind of how people are. But anyway, but you know, just crazy, you know, like I say, that's something that you don't see in sort of that many games of this kind or any kind. Comfort, well, you know, comfort with Sims kind of games, I guess, is kind of there, but comfort is game by sitting in. I've never even really looked at any of this. It's kind of like why I like doing this. Okay, so that means that is everyone comfortable? I mean, you're all in your beds. I mean, there's only pretty much one single bed I can make. So, yeah. Space. Okay, so okay, this is into the yeah. Sorry, I'm going to stop commentating and just get excited about what I'm looking at here. Space. Okay, so they're at 50%. I guess the lower line is probably satisfied, and then this is probably happy. Maybe they're not too happy with the space. I guess that's probably current, and this is sort of overall, maybe. Okay, so they're not. Yeah, because I was kind of wondering about what size bedrooms should be. I think this is kind of... I mean, but the other thing is, based on people's traits and things like this, these can be different. These levels are different. I'm sure between who... Where's B? Okay, Bee's just absolutely flatlined because so she doesn't like her bedroom. Yeah, I'm sure one of their... Yeah, maybe not. I thought these little lines were in different places depending on who you looked at. Maybe it would be if they had the claustrophobe trait, something like that. Anyway, so then the last one you have on here is mood, and obviously this is quite important because when they get below this line, they'll go wander off in a daze, and when they get behind this one, they'll start attacking everyone like a crazy person. So, you know, this is determined by these. So, these are things that are making their mood better, and these are things that are making their mood worse. So you have to sort of try and keep more of these than those. But the list that you can have here is insane. You know, I've seen so many things here, and I just don't even know that I've seen them all. It's just, there are so many different things that affect their mood, particularly now that they've added in this social element as well, where, you know, even when they're doing activities, they talk to each other, and sometimes they'll have nice chats, sometimes they'll have see, like she slighted Meritrix, so that negatively, yeah, see, they really hate each other. That negatively affects her view of Meritrix, and I'm guessing Meritrix doesn't really like her right now either. Ooh, Meritrix doesn't like anyone. Probably due to the fact that we kept her locked in a prison cell for about a year and didn't visit her, or feed her, or even attempt to convert her. Yeah, I can see, I can kind of, I don't know, wait, what am I talking about? That was Minoka. Why does Minoka like everyone? We literally forgot we had her. Meritrix has been welcomed, you know, he or she has had medical care and nice bedroom, and what is wrong with you? You got to be careful, because, you know, I'm going to come back to the aristocracy idea because I'm aware that I'm not necessarily taught that much about it, or it doesn't actually look like I'm doing it in this series right now. But yeah, you need to be careful, Meritrix, because negative forces in this colony will not be accepted. So, you know, again, just the level of detail you can get in terms of they kind of form relationships, and people will fall in love and get married and divorced, and you know, there is a, where is it? I think this is new actually, I haven't seen this before. There is a marriage spot you can put down where people can actually get married, and a party spot. I didn't even see that. Ah, there's that fire phone. We need to do something about that. I'm very afraid of fire with this colony. We only have one exit. Maybe we should make like an emergency exit. Health and safety regs. Anyway, so wait, where is Bea? Where are you, Bea? Bea's only working out on the farm. No, not. Oh, damn you! I don't want the marriage spot in the middle of the farm. There we go. I want Bea. There we go. Right. So yeah, so they've just added in this whole new social element, which has just blown this game into hyperdrive in terms of detail. What else can we do? Health. Now this is the one which I kept meaning to mention. Maybe I did at one point, but I never did. Okay, the characters in this game have no limbs. Yet, when you go in here, you can actually install, like at the moment, like you can actually get like prosthetic legs and bionic legs and arms, and you can get, you know, you can take organs out of people and transport organs out, transplant organs out of people. You can even put a denture in, and actually, like if they break their jaw, for example, their communication gets damaged, and then, you know, their social goes down. So for example, when they're negotiating, you get worse prices. I mean, it's just layer of detail upon layer of detail, and it is beautiful. You know, the health thing. I mean, look at this. Every aspect of their body has its own kind of statistics, and each one of these affects what they can and can't do. Like for example, if their breathing is bad, I don't think they're as fast. They can't walk as fast. Same with manipulation. Oh, he's manipulating the event. You know, and then there's the never-ending list of ailments. I mean, sensory mechanitis. I'd never seen that one before. It might be a new one, to be fair, but you know, they can get plague, they can get flu, they can get. I think they can have like. Oh, they've got asthma, yeah. I think they've probably got heart disease of some description. You know, they have got so many things, as well as sort of physical trauma injuries. So yeah, just literally every one of these tabs you click on is mental. You know, there's just massive amounts of detail. But I want to have a look at what change how they react to nearby enemies. Ooh, what? Oh wow. So okay, so this allows me to tell them whether to run away, to ignore, or to fight threats. So let's keep everyone on run away. That's probably a good idea to keep them alive. view information. Again, like, look at the stats for the people. I mean, look at this craziness. Yeah, this is just for one character. This isn't like your main character or anything in a game. This is, you know, you could have 50 of these in your thing, and all of these stats are interacting with each other to create the outcome of the colony, or the sort of output of the colony. You know, obviously that's a normal character one, that's a health one. Oh, and you have records, by the way, so you can see how many kills, what he's killed, shots fired, damage dealt, fires extinguished. Well, we have been busy with fires. Nutrition eaten. I mean, cells mined. Oh, okay. That's just mine. I thought I was talking like human cells or something. You know, everything these people do is just recorded forever. This is like a statistician's dream, this game. Anyway, what else we got down here? What's this? I think, that's, okay, I understand what that means now. So yeah, if you're, yeah, so he's laying on the bed. So if I actually, I mean, I've never used it because you can just do this and it will just so intuitively take you to the next thing. So I can just keep clicking and it even doubles it up if I, anyway. But yeah, that just takes me to the next thing on the same square, so that's quite useful to know though. And then you got these things. So where is it? This one. This is something I'm going to be making use of later in the game. See, I haven't even touched this right now because I don't know. I normally do play around with this quite a lot, but basically this is saying like from 0 to 24 hours, what can each colonist be doing in each of these hours. So at the moment I've just got it. They sleep for a certain amount of time. And then they get up and do whatever they like for the day, and some of that will involve working. But you can set them to do work during specific times, and you just drag like that. Or as I'm going to do later is I'm basically just going to make it so my 3 main aristocracy characters can just do whatever they want whenever they want to. So that way they'll be happier. So obviously the more you make them work, or if you don't let them sleep enough, they'll get annoyed. Or if you don't give them enough joy, or... And obviously, if you set everyone to anything, they can take care of what they want to do, but then you might not get things done as quickly in the colony. And on top of that, you've also got these, which is that you can set specific zones. So right now, obviously, the home one is one I have been using, but I can set, say, an area 1, say, just inside, so that if I want to restrict everyone to being inside for any reason, say, for example, when there's an attack, rather than drafting everyone and pulling them inside, I can just switch this to the inside area and everyone will stay in there. Or I could, you know, in the past I've had like, I'd make like a bunker area so I can instantly call everyone to the bunker. So in the future, you know, when I've got the royal quarters and things, you know, that's going to be a zone and only certain people will be allowed in there. If it's either the royal family or excuse me, or your you know, a servant or something like that who's doing cleaning in there or something like that. So sorry, I don't know why I'm paused. I should be letting them carry on working while we're talking. So yeah, so, you know, more and more levels of detail just from looking at the character screen. Well, you beat, there you are. So is that about everything we can do in this? I mean, I say everything. I mean, obviously I blasted through that pretty quickly, but it's just dizzying, the level of detail, and it is just what makes this game. Because although all that level of detail's there, you are not required to know it. You know, you can focus, for example, in small areas and still do really well in this game, and it is punishing for mistakes, but it's not completely punishing for sort of not knowing what's going on. You know, so yeah, like I say, if you've not played this game and it looks like the kind of thing you'd like, just get on it. You know, it's definitely worth the money. It's such a lovely game. It takes a bit of learning at the beginning, but it's definitely worth it. Right, so they have cracked on while we've been nattering, and they have dug this out for us. So let's carry on with that. I'm just going to put a bit of support in, and then we're going to decide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put every 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that should keep it supported. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. Oh, that's the top of the map. Yeah, we'll put one there. So what we'll do is we'll mine out the first line of the next bit. Like this. Let's just do a couple of lines. It should be fine now that they're in there, I think. And then we can put these on the other side of the walkway. Oop. Who needs treatment? Minoka. What happened to Minoka? Where is Minoka? Health. A scratch scar. Wait, what? Oh no, it's just a... don't make big scary red things about someone just needing to go take their asthma medicine. A bit inappropriate. Kind of devalues it when it's sort of, you know, entire colonies on fire and there's aliens eating your brain, you know. You know, you need another colour for that, really. Oh, we haven't got a research project. Let's sort that. Because I just thought, yeah, we haven't even got hydroponics yet, so we should probably, yeah, that's probably be a smart move. Let's push on with researching the thing that we need to put in this room. Got the sunlight yet? I don't know where the sunlight would be. Miscellaneous? Oh, we do. Okay, this is what I wanted to look at as well. When touched by fire or triggered by hand, this pops and sprays a fire extinguisher foam in a circle field around itself. So this could be quite useful. How big a... oh shit, it's a big old... that's okay, that covers a large area. Let me have a look at... is it -8 beauty? See? You know? Crazy detail. So if I put this somewhere, it's going to make that room less attractive. So where do we want fire protection? We want it in this zone. One component, 75 steel. That's not actually too terrible. I don't know if it flows through doors. Let's put one there. Kind of see what happens. Oop. Thank you, cargo parts. A nice bit of meat. Drome dairy. Is that what these are? No. I was going to say that would be a bit rude, sort of dropping a load of their dead bodies near you. Hey, the pool table's up and running. Yeah, that should make people a bit happier. What's happened here? Did I not smooth this out? Oh, it's a different kind of stone, isn't it? We didn't. I just noticed I haven't done the doorways. I'll probably do this as well, because why the hell not? Stop them getting miserable when they go through. I also want to do all this. This flooring, I mean, I'm assuming carpets and things like that are better than this flooring, but this flooring is pretty damn awesome. Okay, so I am starting to get the feeling that this is not a good idea in terms of digging this big room out before I really figured out what I'm doing with hydroponics. But anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yoink. There we go. Right, let's have a look at that sun lamp as we found it. Oh, we got the multi-analyzer. Multi-analyzer. Oh, I need gold for that. Oh, and plasteel. One research bench can only be linked to one multi-analyzer. But can I link multiple research desks? No, I don't. You never need another one. I don't really know why I'm saying that. Okay, so how big is this? It won't reach the outside, but I'm not too worried about that. This is where my too wide walkway is kind of painful. What power do these use before we get excited? Okay, we got an eclipse. So is this a need? I think we're alright to leave everything hooked up at the moment because we've still got wind and we've still got geothermal. And that's still holding charge. Yeah, these are all holding charge. Oh. Wait, oh yeah, wait, what? 210 watts. Oh, connected, okay, that's fine. And we have this running, this is... Yeah, this is running as well, so we're kind of wasting power. I mean, we could turn this stuff off. You know, I could put a switch in somewhere to turn it all off at once if I wanted to, but you know, we're using a bit of wood here, but you know, we're not burning huge amounts of fuel or anything to keep everything going, so let's leave it for now, I think. Right, so decision time. I could put one like there, and then you know, match it up so that. How far? We're almost there with the hydroponics. The hydroponics are 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, I mean, I could just literally do it and then just leave like a walkway around the outside. It's not really necessary or efficient, but yeah. So, how much power does this? That's what I was looking at before I ran away. Work to make, flammability. I'm going to assume that they definitely do use power, but it doesn't seem to say so. Maybe we'll find out when we build our first one. This is part of the home zone. Why are they not? I don't feel like I have any cleaning. They have struck compacted machinery. Ooh. We're going to want that because you need components for hydroponics, so we need to deal with that. Definitely. You know what, mine this, and then we're going to put walls around the edge. Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I did put that there. I'm like, did I put that? No. Don't know if I can build here. I feel like this is... Okay, we got a raid. Oh no, I should be able to build on that last row, so... I'll have to dig out the next bit of compacted steel, but that's fine. Right, here we go. Annoying that it came during an eclipse, but we should have power. Okay, oh shit, who are you guys? The dagger men. Yeah, so they're probably not going to have guns. Are you attacking now, or are you chilling? No, you're just wandering, so... Unfortunately, guys, you're just going to get slaughtered. So, yeah. I'm not even going to bother sending my guys down to meet you. And here they come. At this point, I'm just kind of hoping that... where the hell's ISIS going? And fire. Ooh, really? I feel like we need to extend the death zone to the edge of the turret's radius to get the maximum effect. There's a bit of compacted steel there. What's the other one doing? Is he trying to break in somewhere else? Oh no, ISIS just fucked off the moment her friend got massacred. That's fine. Ooh, he's got body armor. Is it good body armor? Ooh, and a personal shield. Yeah, it's good at 20%. That's fine. And a jade ship. Boom. That's going to be worth some pennies. Right, let's I want to build... We should think about trading, really. Get a proper trading thing set up. Yeah, thank you, finally. How much research is left? Where's the research bench? Here. How do I see? There's a way to see what's left. Down here. I can't prioritize that kind of... Oh, they finished one of these, finally. This is Jack's bedroom, isn't it? So let's give Jack a little stat chat. Yes, I know it's not a word. Right. Oh, Ben, you were doing some work. What are your skills like? You must be... Yeah, he's mega mining right now. Who went into a daze? Ben. Oh, Ben. Bloody hell, I just got through saying how great you are. Why are you pissed off? What's wrong with you? I mean, apart from the fact you're working broken thoughts. I guess I can't find out why you're broken until you become unbroken. You need to get someone cleaning. Yeah, let's do that. She can clean while while there's cleaning to be done, and then once the cleaning's done, she'll go back to artistic works. Why is he eating nutrient paste when there are meals available? Not far. We should probably start thinking about making. Yeah, let's start making some better meals for them. Quick simple meal until there are 40. Oh, bollocks. Forgot about that. So they're not high enough skill yet. What? Are you not high enough skill yet, Bea? What are you in cooking? Oh, she's almost there. Oh, we'll come back to that next episode, maybe. Whoa. Jack has a poor mood. Okay, guys. I know we've been doing a lot of mining and it's hard work, but hideous environment, in a moderate amount of pain, wearing tattered apparel. You took one of the new dusters, I think, that we made. Slept in the cold. That's probably. Why did you sleep in the cold? It's probably what were we? Oh, we are in winter. We have no heaters, so 9 degrees isn't that cold, but I guess it's probably enough. Is everyone upset about the cold? We butchered human life. Well, you didn't have to do it. We have psychopaths for that. Oh, Ben took his pants off. Great. Yeah, everyone's a bit unhappy. Right, Jack, can you... Hey, why are you all eating nutrient paste all of a sudden? I don't understand. You know, we just stop eating that. We have food to eat that. Do you reckon they get upset because they, thank you. Because they have to go in here and see the human meat and it reminds them of the fact that they were murdering people. Possible. Are you happier now you're in here with your little statue? Very ugly environment, really. I mean, I know you're a royal, but like, you gotta be realistic. I mean, like, I think that's part of what happened in my last series and why it failed so badly is, you know, I tried to crack on with the Aristocracy idea like way too early, and I should be playing it like I play Planet Base in terms of just focusing on survival initially, and then we'll come back to the whole concept once we're up and running. But, you know, you're not living too badly. You're living in an underground bloody fortress, because there's more compacted components things here. We're definitely going to grab all that as well. Right, so we got the area mined out for our hydroponics, but we are going to have to draw this one to a close. But I just want to have a quick look at... where is the hydroponics? Production, I'm guessing. Hydroponics. Ooh, hang on. I know it is 4. I thought it was 5 for a second there. So, I mean, we can fit, like, a massive amount up here. So, I'm not really that worried about being efficient. There's more there. So, I'll tell you what, let's plonk down the first 2. So, we can at least say we started the farm in this episode. What's Ben cleaning? That's not your job, Ben. Well, I mean, technically it is your job, but it's not your priority. Should be Minoka, but Minoka doesn't. Minoka's doing mining. I know she's doing construction. That's fine. Come on, build my first ones. And then miscellaneous sun lamp. We can put that one like there. I wonder if we put one there and one here, is that going to match up? That. Come on, finish this one. Come on. Oh shit, there's a fire. Yeah, there's going to be fire. It's a dry storm. Brilliant. Okay. No, that does leave a gap. Leave a gap just here, doesn't it? These two, or maybe three even. Okay, well we'll play around with that next episode. But we have our first plant in the hydroponics base, so that's pretty cool. So I've been Timmy, and this has been Rimworld Aristocracy, and I hope you're enjoying the series. And I will see you in the next one.